Hey. Good day, everybody, and welcome to SCP Illustrated. Thank you all so much for 100,000 subscribers. It really does mean the world to me, and I'm so grateful to all of you. Thank you so much. It's insane how fast this channel has grown. I only started it in November last year, and look at where we are now, already in October. So, other than just thank you, I will keep on making videos for you and keep on trying to push my skills, get better drawings out for you, and I really hope that you just continue to enjoy. Keep leaving me feedback, because that always helps. Liking, sharing, all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, just thank you all really so much, all of you. You really do mean the world to me. I'm also going to be doing a Q&A for you. So, got some questions already here that a couple of people have picked out for me from the lists that have been left for me for the last 24 hours. And yeah, just going to answer them for you, give you a bit more insight into who I am. Yeah, let's get into this. Let's get straight into this. Oh, and this video might contain some bad language. What got you into SCPs? Back in 2012, Markiplier was doing the SCP Containment Breach series, and I was a big fan of his then, so I saw his videos, which then led me on to looking into the SCP in general. So I started looking at the other stories, started seeing all the other tales, and yeah, it's just been growing from there really. So yeah, it's been quite a while, 2012 at least. Which SCP video did you enjoy making the most? It was definitely SCP-179 with the Volgan and Eastside. That was a brilliant video. I loved that one. What's your favourite 001 proposal? The Gate Guardian. I mean, come on. It's an angel, and it guards the Gate of Eden, and anything that's closed gets obliviated from existence. Have you drawn your favourite SCP for a video, and if so, which one was it? I have, yes. It was SCP-012, the song sheet. That is just my favourite SCP. It just sums up everything it should be. It has to be contained. It's going to kill anything that goes near it, and you don't know much about it. What is your favourite part of making the SCP videos, and what is your least favourite part? My favourite part is the drawings, because each one's different, each one's new, they're unique, they haven't been duplicated, and I know that each one's going to be better than the last, because I'm starting to grow more confident the more that I do, and the more skill sets that I start to pick up through just practice, reading books, that kind of thing. My least favourite thing is how long these drawings take. They do take hours and hours at a time to do. Most will take between 4 and 6 hours, some will take longer. The bigger ones definitely take a lot longer, which is why you'll notice that some of the drawings, they look good. You know, you've got like the character in the middle of the page and they look okay, but there's no background mainly, and that's purely because it would take so long to do. The drawings that you see on the page, they take hours anyway. Just don't have the time. You'd be waiting months for a video instead of weeks. Who or what prompted you to start this channel? Back in October last year, Eastside Show did a video, SCP-2935 I want to say. It's the cave one, the very first one that I did as well, where you go through the cave and you carry death with you into the next world, and just everything dies. And there's no chance of life ever being there again, because all the bacteria are dead as well. I listened to it and I couldn't help but think, I want to see some images. I want to see some pictures. I want to see what some of this stuff looks like. And I thought maybe others would like to, I think I might have seen a comment actually or something like that. I wanted to show people what this stuff could look like, because it's always just been a bit of a thing for me. I love SCP, but I want to see pictures, and nobody else was doing it. So I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to make some pictures for this SCP, do some voiceover, put it up, and see what people think. At that time, my channel wasn't even called SCP Illustrated. It was called CJ Designs, which is what my channel used to be called before I started doing the proper SCP videos. It took off, as you can tell. People liked it, they wanted to see more. I was happy to provide it. So the channel was pretty much just born out of maybe a little bit of necessity, because people did really want to see it, but at the same time it's kind of just, I enjoyed doing it. People enjoyed watching it. Happy for both of us, really. Pepsi or cola? Pepsi Max Cherry all the way. Have you ever left the UK? Yes, I've been to France. I went skiing. Annoyed a lot of French people because I couldn't ski. I moaned because I had to walk around in my ski shoes for a bit. I went to Sweden twice. Went for 2 Airsoft games, had a lot of fun. Intend to go back another day as well. However, I can't go to the Sweden trip this year because I've got a wedding to go to. Not my own, it's my aunt's. If you could revert one decision in your life, what would it be and why? If not, why would you not change anything? I wouldn't change anything because I definitely wouldn't be where I am now if I'd changed a lot of things along the way. If I'd never come to uni, I never would have met my current girlfriend. I never would have picked up this channel as a side hobby. I never had the same job that I do now. I wouldn't have met the friends that I've now met. You know, all these little things, you know, the butterfly effect people talk about and all that, but it all adds up. So no, I wouldn't revert a thing. There are things that I'm definitely ashamed of, but there's nothing that I would change. What SCP would you like to have for your own personal use? Definitely the pizza box. Come on, who wouldn't? You've got unlimited pizza. That's brilliant. You wouldn't have to worry about money or food. Good question. Why don't, you know, I'd say send that to people that don't have a lot of food around them. Are there any SCPs you think are overrated or underrated? I think SCP-179 is very underrated. She points out objects that could potentially destroy the Earth. And yet, I haven't seen a single video on her except for the one I've done. There's been a couple that I've seen, but they're like in different languages. And they don't seem to have the biggest target audience, which is a shame because she's a brilliant SCP and I'd like to see more people, you know, do a video on her. As for overrated SCPs, I'm sure there are some, but I can't think any off the top of my head. Most have got like a rep for a certain thing, like 682 because he's invincible, 049 just because he's cool, because he's the Plague Doctor, 96, lanky boy who always cries. But no, I can't think of any. Is there any SCPs you don't particularly like or enjoy? Yeah. I don't like SCP-682. Like, I like him because he's got a good character and he's fun to draw and he's a very popular SCP, but the fact that you cannot kill him bugs me. Like, there's not even a chance that you could kill him. At least with 096 that I'm doing, there is an opportunity for me to kill him. I thought of a way. But with 682, there is absolutely nothing you can do that will kill him. There have been some stupidly extensive and barbaric extermination tests on him. He survives everything. They put him in a different universe and the other universe sent him back. Another person, they dropped a load of nukes on him and he evolved and started eating planets. There was one where they tried to disintegrate him into an atom and he then turned into a form of matter no one's ever seen before. He's just completely OP. Yeah, I'd probably say it's him. You know. But he's fun to draw. How many chainsaws fit into a chainsaw cannon? More than enough. Use it on 682. I might do that. Will you do more cryptids? Yep, I just need to find the time to do them. Time's something I don't have the luxury of, really. Will you do the Little Misters at some point? Maybe. Actually, this applies to everyone that's ever made an SCP request of me. I do see all of them. It's very unlikely that I'll ever get around to doing them, purely because the patrons get priority requests, and I've got a huge backlog of SCP requests, and it'll take me so long to get through them. So unless the patrons have made a request that matches up with your one, it's unlikely I'll get around to it, I'm afraid. Well, you know, inevitably I will, but probably that's a long while off. I'm sorry, I know that's going to bug a lot of you, but it's just how it is. What SCP do you think would make a good horror villain? SCP-049, without a doubt. I mean, he even looks like a supervillain. And that voice as well, that's a supervillain voice. Which SCP would you be? 173, because everything fears him. 096 legged it. 682 was like, nah, get the hell away. Just everyone's scared of 173, so I take him. He's top of the food chain. Do you enjoy drawing more violent SCPs or the less violent ones? I'd say a mix of both, because I do like the violent ones just because it's fun and people quite like all the violence and stuff in some of my videos, which you don't see on a lot of other channels. But at the same time, I do like the less violent ones because usually they're a little bit more mysterious than the violence ones, because the violence ones, they usually sometimes just rely on the violence, whereas the mysterious ones, it's usually story and interesting things, which I really like. I like all that. What are your ideas on a photo of 096 glued upon the face of 173? You're pretty much fucked. You've got a creature you can't look at with a creature whose face you have to look at on the front of it. Are there any safe class SCPs you wish were real? SCP-999. So that he can cheer me up when my bloody computer won't work. Or when I get another update from fucking Microsoft. What inspired you to do SCP and art? I mean, the SCP community, the world in general, has so much potential for art. I could, and I probably will do years of drawings for this. There's just so much out there. Pretty much every single SCP has a chance to be drawn, to have some artwork done for it. And I mean, I could have done drawings for anything really if you think about it, but it's just the SCP world is so interesting to me, and the stories are so well written, they're interesting, they're entertaining. And yeah, it's just something that I wanted to do. And I'm glad to be giving artworks of these SCPs back to everyone, because people have spent so long writing them that they deserve to have it noticed. So I'm glad that people are viewing the videos and they're liking the SCPs. What's your favourite food? Mexican chicken fajitas with sour cream, salsa, piri sauce, and a little bit of cheese. What's your favourite sketch? My favourite sketch so far was the one with SCP-096, the cover image, with the bullets flying around, the guards screaming in pain. That was just my absolute favourite image to draw. It just looked good. I liked it. I was happy with that one. Will you ever do a video on 682? I will be. I'll be doing one in Season 3. The only reason I haven't so far is just because I don't think I've been at a level where my art skills, if you like, they just weren't worthy of 682. But now I think I'm ready. How long does it usually take to make these videos? It used to take days, now it takes weeks. Do you have a job outside of YouTube? If so, what is it? I do. I'm a customer service supervisor at an aquarium. Were you expecting that? Did you ever have an art teacher or go to a school of art? I did. I got my art GCSE in secondary school. I then got a diploma in college in art and design. I then went on to university and got a degree in graphic design. Why don't you do more SCP battles? They are your most viewed videos. Simply because they would get extremely boring after a while. Two SCPs going up against each other, neither usually dies, and it's just a massive gore fest. People would know what to expect, and they would just get bored. At least if I do different SCPs, then that's both interesting for me, new viewers, and my current viewers, because then it doesn't just become stagnant battles all day long. What do you think would be a good beginner airsoft rifle and equipment? Okay, I'd recommend a Cyma CM007 as a first assault rifle. That was the first one I had and it did work for me very well. I did upgrade soon after, but it was good. As for equipment, maybe just some body armor. You could look into a handgun at a later date, but just some armor will do you well. Will you do gameplay videos? No. I play games. This channel is not a gaming channel, and I reckon I'd be super cringy if I was to do some gaming video. Maybe, if enough people asked for it, maybe I would do it, but I don't think that's what I don't think that's what I do. Which video you made is your least favourite? My first one. The echo is appalling, and the drawings are rubbish. Besides SCP, what other hobbies are you into? I like Airsoft, I like chess, I like bowling, I like laser tag, I like mini golf, and I like drinking with my friends. Drinking games, they're fun. If you were the administrator, what would your first declaration to make the Foundation better? I'd improve morale. I would have everyone hug SCP-999 at the end of a Friday. Because then everyone would be happy to come back to work on Monday. What was the first SCP you ever read? SCP-002. I came to that from a comment in one of Markiplier's videos a long while back. Are you going to do SCP-1730 in the near future? That's the Site-13 one. Yeah, no I'm not, I'm afraid. It's just so long. It would take me months to do. Yeah, I don't have the time to dedicate months to just one SCP, I'm afraid. Sorry. Are there any Apollyon SCPs you're going to do? Yes, in Season 3 I'm going to be doing When Dawn Breaks, and I don't know how, but I'm somehow going to illustrate SCP 3999. Don't know how I'm going to do it then. What kind of airsoft rifle and pistol do you use? At the moment, I currently use an ICS SIG 552 and a Glock 17. Do you do all of your art stuff, or do you have help? No, it's all my own work. I do get collaborators in for some of the audio, but the drawings and artwork, that's all me. What is your Discord link? The Discord is just for patrons, I'm afraid. I've had 2 public Discords, and people ruined it for themselves. They couldn't be nice to one another, and so I was like, look, I'm not going to waste my time with this. I'm not going to waste my time and my energy trying to make people be nice to one another. If you can't do it, then no one does it, so I closed it. We've all been very nice to each other on the Patreon one so far, and we enjoy talking to one another. No drama. That's how I like it. Are you and the other SCP reading YouTube channels friends? That's... I can only speak for myself on this one. I chat with Volgan every now and then. We have a nice little chat. Other than that, I'd say I only usually speak to other SCP YouTubers if I'm asking if they'd like to do some audio with me on a video, which I'm very grateful for if any of you are watching. But I'd like to think we're friends. I have no hate for any of them. You know, it's not about competitiveness in the SCP community. It's about working with each other. Soft or crunchy waffles? As with most things, crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. You need that initial crunch, and then that soft bit. It's nice. Do you play any video games? I do. I like first-person shooter games and adventure games. Things like Far Cry and Assassin's Creed. That's right up my street. How did you get into Airsoft? A friend took me along to a game. I really enjoyed it. It was a very painful experience, but I enjoyed it. And since then, yeah, I got my own gun, I got my license, and it's just been from there. Loved it ever since. What's your favourite horror game? Oh, it would have to be the old Dead Space games. I still play them now. I absolutely love those games. Scary as fuck as well, even to this day. Favourite bands or musicians? I really like Gorillaz. I like Alan Walker, Red Hot Chili Peppers, some of Panic at the Disco's songs, a bit of Fall Out Boy, and just a lot of obscurious single songs. I like some indie stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't say I've actually got a specific genre that I like. It's just what I like. I think I'm going to call it there, guys. I hope you've learned a little bit more about me today, and I hope you feel a little bit more connected with me as a person now. Thank you all once again so much for 100,000 subscribers. It really does mean the world to me, and I really do appreciate every single one of you for supporting the channel. SCP-096 terminated. The script has been written. I had an SCP writer get involved and write it for me. I presented them an idea and they wrote it for me. It's really good. The patrons have already seen it, and so far, positive feedback. Like I said, it's going to take me a little while. Just I need to get some Patreon stuff done first, but that won't take too long. So yeah, thank you all again, and here's to another year of SCP Illustrated. Woohoo!